Hello guys, welcome back to another video. If you please subscribe and like. Of course, we've seen Aston Villa started pre-season really good tonight, but Tamworth lost unfortunately. Yes, this is a match reaction for Tamworth 1, Aston Villa under 21s 2. A 2-1 defeat for Tamworth in pre-season. Of course, we've already played a couple of pre-seasons. We've won 3 and lost 2 now. Yeah, I think that's right. We haven't actually drawn the pre-season, so yeah, but let's get into this match reaction. I would say it's defeat, but more important, minutes are logged for Andy Peake's squad. Villa netted twice in the second half to take the spoilers in an enjoyable run out, which could have seen the Lambs create a bigger margin at the break after Theo Curson's penalty separated the two. So he scored a pen. After Saturday's 3-1 victory over Stoke City under 21, so Tamworth welcomed the Villa under 21s to the Lambs for their next pre-season friendly. And minutes lost were observed before the game following the recent passing head of players' talents. Idea Aston Villa. Steve Hopcroft. Steve was a hugely respectful figure within football across the West Midlands. He leaves. I'm just trying to think of what to read here. Here we go. The Lambs continued to press, forcing the Villa keeper into another block on 14, and Creaney rose highest to meet it, but headed toward of the near post. Half-time 1-0. Villa made 3 changes in the break, including the keeper, and they pulled the score level on 48 after a following move down the left ended with 7 launching the ball past the Lambs keeper into the corner. Donnelly for the Villains' defence to concede a corner on 50, but Tamworth couldn't for an opening through. They were awarded a free kick when the same player was brought to ground on 54, and from the free kick, Forgy knotted it back towards goal, and Creaney Glanch's close range header up and onto the roof of the net. The Lambs look ahead of Saturday when they travelled to the Grove, home of Southern League Premier Central Howsone Town for the next pre-season game. Yes, so Tamworth's next pre-season game is Saturday, 3 o'clock kick-off. I will do a match reaction for that as well. Of course, we know that that's going to be another tough game away against Howsone. It's always a tough game. But first half, we played Troy List goalkeeper with Litt, Forget, Hollis, Calder, McGlinchey, Milnes, Curzon, Roberts, Creaney and Donnelly. 59 minutes, we made a couple of subs. Of course, Singh coming on, Joe Roy, Loybird, Hanley, Shakuna, Dyson, Bramble, Akwai, Hutchison and Jasper. The only sub was Rachel. However, the Aston Villa bench players was the Atkins, Taylor, Burgess, Quinn, Molly, Wilson. Never really heard from these players because most actually Aston Villa under 21s did play for a proper team today. But yeah, and there was 743 in attendance, so fair play to everyone who went, probably to watch Villa. It's always a good attendance when we play Villa under 21s. I think that because there's loads of Villa fans in Tamworth to just go and watch that. So yeah, not a bad attendance, but yeah, unfortunately we did lose. But our next pre-season will now be Saturday against Howsone. We know that's going to be a tough game. But we'll have to find out. So it did end Tamworth 1, Aston Villa under 21s 2.